Vincent, good afternoon.
Hi, g'day, Michael. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yes, so a bit of a
mix-up. Sorry about that. I couldn't. I had to change it from the morning to the afternoon, so it feels really different already.
Yes. Well. Look. So there's a couple of things. In terms of regularity, we missed last week and
Yes.
and all that, and I'm trying to be accommodating, and just switching at the last minute is and again let's go with it, but really
I know.
Yeah.
Yes, I appreciate. I really apologise. I know that you're very busy with other clients and studying and everything. I just couldn't.
No.
Look.
Honestly, apology not accepted.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
No. Simply because it's not necessary. No. But listen. Let's move on. It's Friday and we've got lots of things to discuss. I'm sure there's things you brought, but let's get through with the. Thank you for sending through the photo. You are. I can see you were when you took the photo prone on the couch.
Yes.
So it wasn't the newspaper, but it's fine. What you have, what I can see in front of me is the menu from an Italian restaurant, and I can only surmise, I can only read into it that you went out to lunch, and it looks like a lovely spot. So I just wanted to.
I need to. We don't get the paper delivered anymore, and I sort of had to steal. The last time I stole the newspaper from next door, they found out there was a big hullabaloo. I've worked out that I can get, next time I'm just going to use milk cartons because they have the date.
Look, Vincent, I'm just going to stop you there. Look, you cancelled last minute in the morning and you rescheduled for the afternoon, and then, I've got a photo of you holding up a menu from an Italian eatery, and you mentioned you're Italian. Yes. So what I can see, and I wanted to raise this before we get into the session proper, I can see there's, squid ink risotto on this menu for $42. And I can see there's some pasta puttanesca on the menu. Now I don't know what is puttanesca.
Oh, it means puttana is slut in Italian, and it's sort
goodness.
It's a very spicy dish.
It's a spicy. We'll have to come back to that, and then there's a pesce del giorno. By the kilogram.
Yes, that's fish of the day. Yeah,
okay,
I didn't get that. I didn't get that. I ended up just getting the puttanesca.
You ended up sharing that. You shared a puttanesca. You shared. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's right. I see. So we'll just circle back.
Yes.
And so you cancelled our session and went out to lunch at an expensive restaurant, and I've gone over my notes, and last few times you've been very concerned about the cost of the sessions, which are really none. But I'm looking at this menu and just the puttanesca, for goodness sake, $38 for a puttanesca, and that's as you say. A slut's pasta. I don't know what's going on there, but I just want to leave it there, or leave it there with a view to maybe coming back to it at some stage.
Are you saying that you want me to pay something now?
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying. Look, first first, suddenly a cancellation, and then I get a photograph, and I don't know if how long this lunch took, but it's like it's sort of mid-afternoon on a Friday, and but I'm glad that we're having the session, because it's probably a good thing for us to have this conversation before we head into the weekend, because you're probably going to have some interactions with your partner over the weekend, and
yes.
But before we get into the session proper, we need to discuss the self-harm stuff. I just wanted to just put it out there and just leave it there for us to kind of observe and come back to when the time is right. That you've enjoyed some Puttanesca for $38, and you may have shared her with someone. Look, it's none of my concern really what you do. Your partner may think otherwise, but it's none of my business really. But so let's move forward. So in terms of harm and self-harm, I assume no stubbing of toes, no walking into doors, nothing.
No, I've been very careful. I'm wearing different shoes now. I've taken your advice. Look, Michael, the thing I wanted to say is, going back to, I feel like there's tension between us around money, and I feel like these sessions are a trial. We're in a trial phase. We're trialing, because you're still a student. I've never done this before. So I think once we get to a more professional level, then we can start talking about money. But until then, I would prefer it, gentlemen, if we just continue in this way.
Yes. No, and I totally agree. And it was not my intention at all to talk about money. I was just merely reflecting on the cost of pasta,
pasta's expensive. Handmade. It was handmade pasta.
Look, but let's come back to come back to the essence, and just even in the language that you use, you use the word trial. And maybe we can just kind of, and again, this is sort of, sometimes these things are a little bit sort of, I don't know, subliminal. I don't know, that's probably the wrong word, but subconscious. That's the word I'm looking for. That's it. So trial, it's like, do you feel like, is, trial, inquisition, is there is there a devil's... In fact, I don't know if you know this, but the devil's advocate, the avvocato diavolo, is a... Because you mentioned, I think, at one stage that you're Catholic, right?
Yes, I am.
Yes, so the avvocato diavolo is an office in the Vatican, which I think has recently been disbanded, or maybe it's still there. But basically, it's when people say the devil's advocate, the origins of that is that it was an office in the Vatican, so that when someone was put forward for beatification, which was to become a saint, because a miracle had been observed, then they had a trial. So you said this is a trial, so they had a trial, but trial has different but they had to be in the trial. There had to be the case for the opposition, if you like.
Yes.
And in that context, the opposition for beatification, for the having someone ascending into sainthood, was the devil. So the devil's advocate, the avvocato diavolo, maybe can you pronounce that better than, because you.
No, you did pretty good. That was pretty good, yeah.
The avvocato diavolo. I'm holding my four fingers and thumbs together and up and scrunching my shoulders in order to give it maximum effect, but you can't see that.
Yes.
The avvocato diavolo. And so that's how the devil's... So anyway, so just to come back, so this trial concept, the last thing I want you to think is that, that you are on trial, because nothing could be further from the truth.
No, I meant like trial, like a probation period.
Well, even worse, probation. Do you feel you're on probation or I'm on probation?
No, it's just like, you sort of, when you go for a new job and you're on probation and then after 3 months, then you've got I thought we were sort of like in therapy probation, we're sort of in this mode. And then after a few months, we're both happy, bang, we go into, and then I can start sort of paying,
let's not talk about money. No. But so we'll probably definitely need to come back to this about who you feel is on probation. Is it me or is it you? But listen, so we've talked about harm, self-harm, and we haven't, to be honest, we haven't even got into. But to be honest, look, it's Friday afternoon, and you've been out to a nice lunch. You've had some.
I feel like I need a siesta.
Yeah, you had some Puttanesca, and. I just think, look, it's been there's a lot of food for thought in what we've just discussed.
Yes, well, I'm just sort of trying to work out how this helps my anxiety, like what we're talking about.
Well, so a pasta I find, and I know we've done the. Well, I don't want to go back to that because it might trigger.
What?
Well, because
pasta you find is comforting?
I'm loath to go back to lasagna, but because it's someone's. But look, pasta I find at lunchtime I find pasta to be somewhat soporific.
Yes, it's heavy.
Well, and so you obviously siesta. Comes into the fray, which is I'm sensing how you're feeling right now. What I do find, however, is pasta in the evening is quite good because you get a really nice night's sleep. Quite the opposite. Unless it's, I think the Puttanesca is the spicy variety, in which case you might be up all night with the putta. Look. You're better at this than I am. You're Italian. I'm just saying that I think $38 is way too much to pay for Puttanesca. But listen, let's regroup. Let's reconvene. It's Friday and. I think, because I don't know if I mentioned this, maybe I'm Jewish, so it's a big day for me. It's a big day for you, so obviously fish for you, Catholic, and a big day for me. Although I'm not observed. I'm Jewish, but I'm Jewish. Which is sort of I don't believe or subscribe to any of that stuff, but still, it's Friday, and look, let's maybe pick things up. Early next week, maybe, I don't know, like how's Monday or Tuesday working out for you?
Yes, good. Yes, okay. Well, I'll send you a text, Michael. We'll get back into regular. I promise I won't cancel again. I promise I won't do that. I'll give it 110%. I'll give it all I've got.
Lovely. Okay. Well, I'll look forward to it. And yes, but please don't. Please be nice to your partner, or do whatever it takes to make sure that your partner is nice to you.
Oh yeah, that's another story. We'll talk about that next week.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well. Yeah. I'll text you.
All right. Take care.
Okay, bye.